Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get started with your top stories this morning, brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assistant Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Nearly 18 years after a man was found dead in his downtown Las Vegas apartment, police say his killer has confessed. The 41-year-old suspect told detectives in Salt Lake City that he wanted to confess to the killing. He said he killed Paul Makula in 2003 with a folding knife in his apartment on 11th Street near Fremont Street. A preliminary hearing is set for September. In other news, a pregnant woman was shot Tuesday afternoon in northeast Las Vegas. She was taken to University Medical Center, and as of Tuesday night, police say both her and her unborn child are medically stable, though their condition is unknown. The suspected shooter was also arrested, though police say they have not released that person's identity. Now, an update on the effort to redevelop the site of the Moulin Rouge Hotel in the historic Westside. A Clark County judge struck down nearly $2 million of civil penalties by the city of Las Vegas on the site. In response, the city council voted to appeal to the Nevada Supreme Court. The Moulin Rouge was the first racially integrated casino in Las Vegas. The building was demolished after a fire in 2017. An Australian firm bought 3 of the site's 4 parcels in December. The 4th parcel received most of the civil penalties. Large portions of Nevada are still very wild, and an executive order looks to keep it that way. Review Journal's Jen Ah is here to tell us more. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Renee. There are 3 components in this effort to conserve Nevada's wildlife. First, for the Department of Wildlife to promote conservation and restoration with other agencies and landowners. Second, to develop a sagebrush habitat plan to identify threats to habitats and strategies to restore such areas. And third, to develop a plan to preserve corridors for deer, elk, and other animals.
By 2023, and that may seem like a long way off, but environmental groups, conservation groups, sporting groups that were involved in this process immediately signed on to praise the effort by the government.
Governor Sisolak signed this executive order on Monday, saying Nevada's wild landscapes provide clean air and water integral to a healthy economy and way of life. Renee?
In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. Wes Reed, a former UNLV player who became a fixture of the local basketball community, has died from COVID-19. He was only 48 years old. Reed grew up in Las Vegas and earned all-star honors at Chaparral High School before playing 2 seasons with the Rebels. He later became a coach. In 2009, he co-founded the Henderson Heat Club basketball program, which helped dozens of players find college opportunities. Reed contracted the virus last month and spent several weeks in intensive care. Now it's time to take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. The hazy days continue here in the valley for your Wednesday. Highs topping 105 degrees and wind gusts up to 21 miles per hour should keep the haze light. Evening lows in the upper 80s. For the rest of the week, hazy conditions sticking around until Thursday's highs in the low 100s and breezy conditions also staying around. By Friday, we're looking at clear skies, temperatures remaining in the low 100s.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. The Las Vegas Aces fell to the Connecticut Sun 76-62 at Mohegan Sun Arena Tuesday, finishing 0-3 against Connecticut in the season series. The Aces committed 14 turnovers, leading to 26 points for Connecticut. Las Vegas could have clinched a playoff berth for the 3rd consecutive season with a victory, but they will get the chance to try again Thursday when they face off with the Atlanta Dream.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, Instacart is expanding its grocery pickup service here in Southern Nevada. The newest addition is Albertsons, which has 7 locations in Las Vegas. Customers can shop on the Albertsons website or the Instacart website and select a time to pick up their groceries at the curb. And interior designers returned to downtown for the Las Vegas Market, a furnishing trade show held twice a year. Everything from wicker-framed chairs to special Christmas decorations were displayed at the World Market Center. Designers and vendors also discussed whether people are now turning to online wholesaling for good or whether conventions like this one will make a comeback after the pandemic. The next Las Vegas Market is set for January. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assisted Living and Memory Care, the best care for the best life. NASCAR returns to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400 in September. And hometown driver Kirk Busch got the celebration started Tuesday with an event at the South Point. The 2004 NASCAR champion took questions from racing fans, and he told the story of how Star Nursery owner Greg Keogh gave him a car to drive early in his career.
He let me drive his race car one time. And the first race, I backed it over the railroad tracks up in like Santana, Utah. And he's like, son, how did that feel? I'm like, I'm in over my head, sir.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoky and Cigar Shop. Novak Djokovic is the -145 favorite at Circa Sports to win the U.S. Open and finish off the Grand Slam, a sweep of all 4 tennis majors this year. Daniil Medvedev is next at +425. Alexander Zverev is 5-1, and Stefanos Tsitsipas is 10-1. Everyone else is 32-1 or higher. On the women's side, Ash Barty is the +380 favorite, followed by Naomi Osaka at +515. Everyone else is 12-1 or higher, including Serena Williams at +1450.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Pro wrestlers had such a good time last weekend here in Vegas, they're already booking their next visit. The WWE says it will return to Allegiant Stadium for its Money in the Bank event next 4th of July weekend.
There's been some events here. There was a WrestleMania here. There's some other major events, but it hasn't traditionally been looked at as a major wrestling market. A couple of things have changed. One, Allegiant Stadium was built. That gives them an option for a massive stadium show here in Las Vegas. Two, the new president of WWE, who took over, just about a little over a year ago, is actually a Las Vegas native. Bonanza High School grad, went to UNLV. So he's very much part of the Las Vegas community. So I think it's really important to him, Nick Conn, to put events here in Las Vegas.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. You can also watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.